Hi guys, Jen here with How Jen Does It. Today I'm sharing 10 dinners that I've made recently for my family, and I have some new recipes that I think you guys will really like. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you subscribe, and if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Tonight for dinner we have grilled chicken breasts. I marinated these in balsamic vinaigrette and then we grilled them and added pesto, which makes it really delicious. I cooked some pasta and added a little olive oil, garlic, salt, pepper, basil, and Parmesan cheese. And then we have just a simple Caesar salad on the side. Tonight for dinner, we are having carne asada and refried beans. I haven't shared my carne asada recipe. It's delicious and so easy, so I am going to show you how to make it. We are going to start by marinating the flank steak. This will give it great flavor. I have about 1 tablespoon of avocado oil. If you don't have avocado oil on hand, you can use olive oil, the juice of an entire lime. I have 2 jalapeno peppers chopped and a couple cloves of garlic chopped as well. For the spices, I add about a teaspoon of each: chili powder, smoked paprika, oregano, and cumin. I also add a little salt and pepper and mix everything together really well. I have my flank steak in a large dish and I'm just going to pour the marinade right over top and marinate it for several hours. If you have a cast iron skillet or a large cast iron pan like the one I'm using that fits right on my stovetop, that is great. If not, you can use a large skillet. Just make sure it's nice and hot. Add about a tablespoon of oil and place your flank steak in there. It should really sizzle. And just let it cook on each side for about 4 to 5 minutes for medium. If you want it a little more well done, you can cook it a little longer. And then after you take it off the skillet, let it rest for at least 5 minutes before you slice it. To assemble the carne asada, I have my tortillas that I heated up. I use corn and flour. I prefer corn. And then I have some chopped onions, cilantro, and queso fresco. And then you can see everything assembled here. I do like to serve it with lime wedges and just squeeze the lime juice right on the carne asada. So delicious. And then I made some really simple refried beans and added some of the queso fresco to that as well. Tonight for dinner, we grilled some hamburgers and potatoes. I bake the potatoes first, then slice them in half, brush them with a little olive oil, and add some salt and pepper. And then we have a fruit salad of pineapple, grapes, and strawberries. We love quesadillas. I had some leftover grilled chicken, so I diced that and added it to tortillas, which I got nice and crispy with a little olive oil. I added some seasoning and cheese, and we have dinner. It's very easy, but my family loves these. I made some fresh pico de gallo. It's just chopped tomato, cilantro, jalapeno pepper, red onion, lime juice, and a little salt. I don't measure, I just mix it together until it looks good and tastes good, and then I have some avocado as well. This dinner is delicious and really easy to make. I'm going to show you how to make this glazed salmon and sweet potato hash. I also have some green beans that I steamed and added lemon juice, lemon zest, salt, pepper, and a little bit of olive oil. I love having green beans this way. I think the lemon juice and lemon zest makes them taste really good. We are going to start with the sweet potato hash. So I have 2 large sweet potatoes that I cubed. I added a drizzle of olive oil, salt, and pepper. You can use a good amount of salt and pepper so that they're well seasoned. And then I just mix everything together really well so that everything is coated. I had my oven, I believe I had it at 375 or 400, and then just popped this in there for about 30 to 40 minutes until they get nice and crispy. This is a very easy glaze for the salmon. So I have about 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 1/3 cup of honey, the juice of about half a lemon, and then some salt and pepper. I had 2 large salmon, so I just cut it. I heated a skillet over medium-high heat and then added about a tablespoon of oil, maybe a little less. You don't need a ton of oil. And then placed my salmon skin side down and added some salt and pepper. And then I let it cook for about 5 to 6 minutes until it was nice and crispy and golden brown, and then flipped it. You don't need to cook it quite as long on the other side. Once the salmon is almost done, you can add the glaze. It'll start to bubble up a little bit, and you can add some sliced lemon to the top. Great flavor, and you'll just want to cook this until the glaze reduces by about half. So here is the completed meal. So we have the glazed salmon, the sweet potato hash, and the green beans, like I mentioned, have lemon juice, salt, pepper, and lemon zest. Tonight for dinner, we are having Salisbury steak. This is really good. It's Skinny Taste recipe. I'll link it below. I've made it several times and it's really good. It uses ground turkey and ground beef combined, and you can cook the mushrooms on the side. No one in my family likes mushrooms except for me, so I just do it on the side and then add it to mine. We have some homemade mashed potatoes and peas. Tonight we are having ribs. I haven't made ribs in a few years. I usually just kind of mix up a spice rub them, and then put them in the oven and bake them low and slow for a few hours. And then we grill them and add barbecue sauce. We have some grilled potatoes, which don't look very pretty, but what I do for these, I bake the potatoes, and then slice them, add some butter. I added some jalapeno peppers and onions, and John just put the cast iron skillet right on the grill, and it gives them this great smoky flavor, and they're so delicious. We also had succotash. John grew up eating succotash, and I was going to do corn on the cob, but when I was at the grocery store, they didn't have any because it was Memorial Day time, so they were completely out. So John was like, let's do succotash, which is lima beans and corn, and then I just add butter and salt. I made some deviled eggs and some coleslaw, and I love this peach tea. I don't buy it very often, but it's really good peach tea, and it was perfect with this meal. Tonight for dinner, we are having pasta with meatballs. I recorded my spaghetti and meatball recipe, and I used ground turkey, but you can use ground beef if you prefer. The sauce is great because you can sneak in some extra vegetables in there, and I show you how to do that in the recipe video, but it's great for kids who might not want to eat their vegetables. You can sneak a few extra in there, and it usually only takes me about a half an hour to make this meal. We are having Caesar salad with it, just a really simple Caesar salad, and I wanted to show you the dressing I use. I get asked about this a lot. It's from Trader Joe's. It's the Romano Caesar dressing. It's really good. I make a lot of my own dressings, but this is one that I like to purchase. I made some garlic bread. Super easy to make. I just get a baguette, slice it in half, brush it with lots of melted butter, and then sprinkle some garlic salt and oregano on top. Then I just pop it in the oven and let it bake until it gets nice and crispy. So this is a really easy but filling and delicious dinner. Tonight for dinner, we are having my chicken and pineapple kabobs with Hawaiian rice. I recorded this recipe a few years ago, so I know quite a few of you have tried it. I always receive great compliments about this recipe. John was oohing and eyeing over these. They're really good. I'll leave the recipe linked below in case you haven't tried it yet. Tonight for dinner, we are having my pesto chicken tacos. I've been making these for years and years, and they are a family favorite. This is another recipe that I recorded a long time ago. I will link it below. These are really easy, but so delicious and a great way to switch up taco night. So check out the recipe if you haven't already. And I always serve brown rice on the side with these. John likes to pile the rice on his tacos, so just really good tacos. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have a ton of recipes on my channel, so if you would like even more, I will leave my recipe playlist in the description box below. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day.